home to hundreds of natural springs, many of them right here in Central Florida. In fact, this community is called the Springs because of its swimming and recreation areas. It was also the first planned unit development in Seminole County, and today houses 10 different villages scattered amongst 400 acres of gorgeous nature. Today on Ready, Set, Renovate, we introduce you to a property investor hoping to cash in on all this green.
They're part of the old cabinetry that's on its way out.
Lisa DeTore has run a specialty painting company for 10 years, but recently decided to hammer out a new career by flipping homes. This two-story house was built in the late 70s and needs a total rework from bottom to top. This is one of the areas that you'd love to change a little bit if the budget allows.
I would. I'd love to rip out the drywall, open up the whole side, maybe do glass.
The second floor houses 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, as well as lots of windows. This is a really nice view up here. You have trees all around. This is an older neighborhood, so
yes,
lots of mature trees and
lots of wildlife.
Maybe a little too much wildlife for some people's taste. We are close to Wekiva Springs, which of course is famous for bears.
It's the bear country for sure.
Do you have any bears in
Oh
this
yeah,
neighborhood?
we've got a lot of bears. We've got mama bears and their cubs, and they don't bother anybody. They take a little pathway every day. They circle around the house. They start in the front and go all the way around. They seem to have the same pathway they do every day.
Okay, well just be careful with that dumpster you have.
Yeah, right? No food in the dumpster.
Upstairs, the 3 bedrooms will get fresh paint and new laminate flooring, while the tedious job of stripping off 40-year-old wallpaper has begun in the hallway. In the master bedroom, Lisa plans to make the fireplace a design focal point with function. This is traditionally where you would store the wood for the fire, but you're thinking of maybe some additional storage space?
Yeah, maybe leave the glass shelves or maybe make wood shelves, and that way they can put the components for their TV in there. You know, DVRs or whatever.
It's really a cute feature, and I think when it's updated, it's going to look fantastic.
I think so. My thought would be the best place to put a TV is going to be up on the fireplace if the bed is in the back.
When it was time to tackle the jumble of cut-off spaces in the master closet, the writing was on the wall for Lisa. Tear down those walls and make a bigger, better closet. That's going to be a nice big closet for whoever buys this house.
Yes. They'll have a lot of storage space. I think every woman needs that.
The master bathroom had lots of issues, including water damage and tapped out pipes. The entire space is getting replumbed and reconfigured.
Where you are standing now, this is going to be the shower area. We're going to do hopefully a big walk-in shower with shower heads on both sides.
Okay.
The window is still under debate if that stays or goes. We're going to have the vanity probably about 72 inches from that wall to about where that drain is, and then that's where the shower will begin.
The vanity will be custom made to fit the space, with hopes of erasing all signs of the 70s.
And some different lighting. Yeah. Get rid of the 70s lighting.
I don't think you can get those bulbs anymore.
Probably not.
I'm quite certain those are not LED.
No.
The additional upstairs bathroom is much smaller, but will also get the works with a new vanity, plumbing, and tile.
And the house will sell better knowing it's been replumbed too.
Yeah.
I think that's a plus.
Lisa hopes the brand new interior, plus the great recreational areas in the neighborhood, will add up to a healthy profit when it's time to sell.
We paid $159,900, and we're thinking renovations roughly $60,000–$65,000. We're hoping at the end of the day to get about $330,000, hopefully.
While most of the property is in pretty good shape, the crew is checking on a leak in the roof. With visible water damage and mold inside the living room, Lisa is hoping the roof can just be patched, and she can spend her reno budget on things she really needs, like drywall to replace the dated wood paneling. She also knows dealing with the moldy ceiling will be expensive.
We're going to remove everything, every bit of drywall, every bit of wood that's been affected by the mold, and then we have a fogger coming in this week to fog and fumigate and get rid of all the mold spores, and then we're going to have somebody come in and check it and make sure we've eliminated every bit of mold in the house before we sell it.
Do you know about how much it's going to cost just for that part of this?
Probably, from what we've heard, it could be about $2,000 to have them come in and give us a certificate.
But well worth it to make sure everything's
Absolutely,
safe.
absolutely.
The kitchen and the small family room were in dire need of an update. Lisa decided to gut them both and start from scratch. What kind of cabinetry will you be putting in
We're
here?
going to do a white shaker style cabinet. I like the whites and grays, so I thought white shaker style would go nice and kind of brighten up the house because it's got kind of a dark feel, woodsy feel. Countertops, we've got an exotic granite picked out. It's a white, it's got some gray veins going through it.
Lisa has chosen the same neutral tones for the flooring in the kitchen and family room. She plans to continue the tile onto the screened-in porch, which doesn't appear to need a major overhaul. The wood on the ceiling is in pretty good shape, but the fans are a little different story.
They're a little different story. They kind of melted over time from the heat out here. This house was abandoned for several years. Okay. So it was kind of left to just weather the elements out here.
Are you leaving the skylight here?
Well, we're going to replace it, but we will have a skylight. Yeah, that one's not real pretty.
Well, it looks like it could use a good cleaning, for
yes.
sure. Okay, so no other major structural changes out here?
No, just paint, clean up, paint, tile the floors, run the tile, like I said, inside to out, and that's pretty much it.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate.
All the repipe is almost done. Some rewiring. We weren't counting on an electrical box, and we do have to replace the electrical box, so that was an expense.
But not nearly as expensive as the next budget buster.
Once we got into it, we found it was even more extensive than what we had originally anticipated. We thought it was just going to be replacing the flat roof, but we got in, lifted up some of the tiles, and found that they didn't have any plywood underneath.